This video was made possible by EA GameChangers. Hey guys, and welcome to yet another speed build. Happy Sunday! Speed build number 2 of 4 for the new expansion pack that are limited pack builds. So prepare yourselves for something you've never seen before. But hope you're doing well and haven't OD'd on too much cottage living content by now, because it's been a while. I'm choosing to space by now and kind of keep to what would be my normal schedule. I try to do that. I also normally don't post at embargo time because my video, I'm not the largest channel and my video is probably going to get lost in the sauce somewhere. But because I had builds in with the pack and I was going to reveal them, I didn't want anyone else to do it first, so I released it at embargo time. But anyway, yes, talking of channel size, there is something that I forgot to mention in the last video, which was that overnight, because I'm recording this on a Friday, overnight between Thursday and Friday, the channel hit 50,000 subscribers, which is just like, what? You who? You when? You what? Yeah, so thank you very, very much for choosing to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done and you're watching this and you don't subscribe, shame on you. No, I'm joking. But please do, it's free. But I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts on hitting the landmark number of 50k, and I don't know, hitting it, I've been doing this channel for maybe, I think I started it properly maybe 5 years ago, and there's been a lot of gaps in time where I haven't uploaded, or I've kind of been focused on other things, which is currently kind of the situation because custom content is my main source of income and I don't really do YouTube that much anymore, apart from that we just had a build month and we have all this building to do for the new expansion pack, so I've managed to squeeze all this in. But I've kind of seen many of my friends have less subscribers than me and overtake me and have these huge channels, and I've just kept plodding along, just bloop, bloop, bloop. And it's really, I've often thought I have never had a viral video. I don't know, it seems that every other channel has these viral videos where they get 1 million views or something and their channel is made from this or something like that, and they grow really, really quickly. And I've always thought, when's my viral video coming? When is it coming, and when are we gonna be this huge channel? And it's never quite happened. But I have to say that as a result of not growing super quickly and having that one video that everyone latched onto and subscribed from, it's actually been a real blessing in the way that my channel has been made up. So it just seems to be that all of you that have chosen to subscribe have kind of stuck around and are here for all the videos, no matter what build I decide to post, no matter how long I have been gone. You guys just seem to keep coming back and watching all the videos, which I think is just, I don't think there are a lot of creators that can say that they can do that, and I'm just so blessed to have a group of people that fully support what I do and just allow me to create what I want to create and just give me this total freedom to do whatever the hell I like, which is, well, I gotta say, it's a blessing to not have that pressure of feeling like you have to perform otherwise everyone's going to desert you and leave you and you're going to be screwed. So yeah, I wanted to say thank you for all the support, being here, for everything, even with all of the huge gaps in time that I have been gone, and for giving me this platform that has allowed me to do some absolutely crazy things when it comes to The Sims, including having my own custom content added into the base game, being asked to build for this new expansion pack. It's just been an awesome ride, and I've totally ignored. I got invited, the greatest few days of my life, I think we'll be there for a week, was EA Play. Getting to meet fellow simmers and making friends, and actually making some really great friends just from that one trip, and getting to go to Disneyland. And it being paid for by EA, thank you very much. But yeah, we seriously had one of the greatest days ever at Disneyland in California, and it was just epic. So thank you guys for literally making my life great. Yeah, that's what I want to say. That was my musings and thoughts on reaching 50k, was like, thank you for being so understanding and allowing me to do what I do, because I don't perform well under stress. Well, actually I do, I'm lying. But like, thank you for allowing me to do what apparently I think maybe is my calling in life, which is kind of crazy. I didn't really think I'd get this opportunity, and I've done plenty of work in my life that has not made me as fulfilled as doing The Sims has. So thank you very, very much. Yeah, it's been one hell of a ride. Wow, it's been one hell of a ride, and there is plenty more to come, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting me and hitting 50k. Who would have thunked it? Let's stop. Oh, we're halfway to 100k, which means, like, I said my nephew can come and open the 100k plaque if I get to 100k. And I said this to him when he was like 9. And he's turning what? 13? Is he turning 13? Please don't know. No, he's turning 14. Turning 14. He's turning 14. So yeah. So it has been 5 years since I told him that he could open up this plaque, and he's still waiting. He probably doesn't remember this whole thing, but I want this video where he helps me open up my 100k plaque. We're halfway there. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Even though this is not my main thing, I still want the 100k. Okay, thank you. But anyway, enough of the jokes. Let's get to this build. So that was, wow. How long have I spoken for? Like 8.5 minutes on that. Oof. Let's get to this build. This build is my modern moment in time, just like Whitney Houston. My modern moment in time, and it's a family home. Would you believe it? There is a bedroom in it for kiddlywinks. Who am I? I don't know. It's obviously got to be a terrible build because it has a kid's bedroom in it. But yeah, so with this super modern one, who would have, for some reason I thought I should put a kid's bedroom in the really modern one. I don't know why, but I was motoring along. I think this is actually the third build that I did. I did, I think, 2 in the town. I did 1 in the town. The first one that you saw, the Cobblebottom Cottage, was the first build that I did. And then I done another one in the forest area, this area, but on a 30 by 20. And then this was the third one that I did. I'm so out of breath. Why am I out of breath? I don't know. But yeah, I did this one third, and I thought this was going to be the final build because this is a 50 by 40, and I thought, this is going to take me a while. So I'm going to, say that this is the last build I'm gonna do, but I finished this one so quickly that I was like, oh, I got to squeeze another one in, and I did another one in the town. So yeah, this one I saw I think it was like a 3D kind of concept art, and it had this shape and it had this diagonal shape, and I really liked it, and I was like, I'm gonna try and then recreate that in The Sims. In The Sims we only have one diagonal angle that we can go with, but I managed to pull it off in here. It was very similar to the model that I saw, and I wanted this one to be modern, but still I feel like there's quite a few modern builds in the Cotswolds, and my take on building in that area would be that I would build modern. Yes, I have no problem with building modern in the countryside, but it's to use techniques and materials that are sympathetic to the other traditional or original buildings of the area. So that's why I've chosen to use the stone on like the main part of the house. That's kind of like a nod back to the local stone that was probably being used in the area on the traditional farmhouses and stuff. Yeah, that is the idea, is to use the materials and be sympathetic to what was there before, but still, like, we don't want to create fake things. So we don't want to make a brand new farmhouse and make it look old. I'd rather have a brand new farmhouse and it be new, but still use some of the techniques and materials that were there before. So that is my take on modern. Feel free to ignore that and do whatever the hell you like in this area. But yeah, for this one we want to go modern. It's a family home. I actually think the back of the house is my favourite part, because I added on this little kind of overhanging part to the back patio there. That's probably my favourite element on the whole entire house, and I just happened to put it on the back so you don't see it in the main thumbnail, which is a bit of a disappointment, but it's still there. And you know, we design in 360 degrees, so it's there for you when you play in it. I do have the save file, so when I get the early access, it's probably going to be like the 20th of the month I get it. I'll be able to upload them to the gallery so that you guys have them there straight away when it's released on the 22nd, which is getting released on the 22nd because it's like EA Play, or is it called EA Play anymore? Is it just EA Live? Or is it EA Play Live? I think it's EA Play Live. Yeah, that is on the 22nd, so they moved the release date forward to a Thursday instead of the usual Friday. But yeah, all of these builds will be up on the gallery, I promise. If you spot anything that I've forgotten, please let me know, because I can still rectify it. So if I've forgotten like a fridge or something, please let me know. But yeah, this is the back of the house. I'm just putting in this back patio. Wasn't too sure what to do here, and I think I knew it was going to be a family home at this point. So here I am trying to get, but it's weird because this is base game and the new pack only, and I think I gave a like pre-warning to this in my last video. There is not a lot of the new pack in this build. The wall is from the new pack. The fence, the stone wall, the wallpaper, and the garden patches would be about the only things I used. Oh, and the ivy are the only things that I used that come from the new pack, and the rest is basically base game. So this is basically a base game build. If you only have base game, you probably might want to take this as well. If you haven't got the new EP or you don't plan on getting it, this is still going to look good. You can just put another stone on the outside and Bob's your uncle. You're done. But yeah, I wanted to build modern because I thought it would change up and be like a little bit something different. I'm sure that you are going to see so many tiny cottagecore homes that you are going to be sick of them by the end of this week, which is now. So it's only been a few days. I'm sure you'll probably be bored of them very, very soon. So I thought we'd mix it up and give you something a little bit modern. This is the only modern build I did. The other ones are more traditional, but I thought, you know, I just take a breather, have this modern one, and we could have like a little chat, you know, just a little chat. I tried and attempted to use these base game modern cabinets, but for the life of me, I just hate that whole entire suite of kitchen. The one with the silver handles, I never use it. Never, ever. I prefer this one. So in this build, I think I've had to use quite a few of the cheaper items. It's really weird because in base game, there are a lot of the cheaper items seem to be better designed items. Like this kitchen, I really like the design, and it's like the cheapest one. So we had to do that also with like the master bedroom. I had to put the super cheap, uncomfortable double bed in because it doesn't have this weird headboard on it. So you're probably going to want to swap out. You probably don't just have base game in this pack. You probably have more. Please swap out like the bed, because I would never use that. If I had all my packs, I would have never ever in a million years chosen the bed that I did choose. So feel free to swap it out. But here we are doing the kitchen. It's a rather large kitchen and managed to fit in like a full-on huge island, and yeah, it looks kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, for a base game build, I was kind of happy. We still managed to be tasteful. We've used things from Debug, like artwork that you get when you use the... Is it the microscope? Either the microscope or the telescope. No, it must be the microscope. Hold on though, wouldn't that be with Get to Work? So the microscope that I think you get with Get to Work, but they have the paintings in base game, so I use those. I did only have base game and the expansion pack, so I didn't have access to the other packs, so I used the artwork for that as modern art, as you can see there on the walls. It's perfect timing, I timed that. So I used those to add something a little bit different. We couldn't even get hold of, you know, those custom paintings that were in the gallery. We don't have access to the gallery for this, so we can't get hold of them, we can't use them. But yeah, I tried to mix it up and make it look not so base game. So we've spotted the next couple of items from the new EP that I've actually used, which would be the hanging lights and the stools. I'm sorry if you can hear birds chirping, but I've left my window open, which I normally close my window for voiceovers, even in the summer, because the birds do like to be loud. So excuse them if you can hear them. It's just the friendly birds chirping outside. But yeah, I have to say, whoever made those tables and dining chairs, you know, they were a bit of a godsend, because I don't think I could have pulled off this whole entire look without them. So yeah, you know, it's a bit of a godsend, that table and those chairs. Yeah, if you didn't know, they're mine. But seriously, they were really, really helpful. And it really does make me happy to see people using them all the time where they're doing like base game only builds, and I see them used a lot. And yeah, when I made that table, I was like, I just want a modern table, a wooden table that goes with everything, and that was my literal plan. And I didn't think it was going to end up in the game. So the fact that it ends up in the game and you all get to enjoy it, and it's not even a piece of CC anymore in that way, I'm glad that everyone got to enjoy it. That was the whole point of it. And you all get to enjoy it, and you can still say no CC included in your build. So yeah, this one I'm just adding in like a little office space underneath the stairs. And again, I brought in some of the outside into the inside with these stone walls, so we got some feature walls. There are some actually really, really nice concrete walls in base game, so I've used my favourite unbent smoothness, which is what I use as the base for my concrete walls in my latest Brutalist bathroom set. Unbent smoothness is like, they were really cooking on gas when they made those walls. They're just delicious. And also they have like these panelled, what I've got here in the bathroom, these panelled concrete panels. I don't really know what to call them. I know there's like a special, there's a better, more sophisticated word, but I can't think of it right now. So I'm just gonna call these concrete panels. And then they have some other concrete block work. Yeah, there's just a lot of concrete walls with detailing on them in the base game that were really helpful for this, and they are great. I wish there was more colours of them now, because like they use a green and they're like super duper bright green. Like, who's gonna use that? I don't know who. But yeah, on this like main entrance bit here, I want it to be this like modern art kind of gallery. So we have the two sculptures there next to the outdoor sculpture that you actually get with Get Famous has them in the world, but for some reason they added them into the base game. So I'm like, oh, I'm good with this. They added quite a few of the show live edit objects, the world objects got added into base game, and they're ones that I really associate with packs. They seem to have added them into the base game, so I'm happy with that. The birds are loud. Maybe they're parakeets. Locally here we have parakeets, like the bright green parakeets, and they are so loud. Normally they're in massive flocks, but for us, I think there's only maybe like 5 or 6 of them together. Oh God, I can just imagine if there was a huge flock of them. But they're bright green, with like long tails, and they fly around, and they're kind of cool. Like, you don't expect to really see parakeets, but there is a whole wild amount of them, and they're quite comfortable in our terrible weather. So yeah, here we are into the living area. This was a bit of an awkward shape to deal with, but I kind of zoned it nicely-ish. I was going to put all the seating on diagonal to go with the walls, but I decided we'll keep it straight and all focused towards the TV. But you have like these amazing views over the pond area, and that was like one of the main features, of course, is this ginormous pond on the outside. So I wanted it to be that no matter where you were in the house, you had these huge windows and you just had the amazing view looking out. So quite a few times as I was building, I was going down and looking at like the view through the windows. Also, there was those items that got added from the festival, which came from a variety of other packs, but they patched them in, and I don't think they're actually going to remove the objects. I think they're leaving them in base game. So I was able to put those like stereo speakers there. They were part of the Sim Session festival thing. And yeah, I used them in there. Hopefully, I don't know if they're functional or not. If not, they're great decoration. But yeah, here we are up into the master bedroom. As I said, I've used the cheapest, most disgusting, uncomfortable bed. But it doesn't have unsightly headboards or a footboard that blocked everything. I've also used curtains that I have never in my lifetime used before. Never have I used those weird blindy curtain things, but a limited pack build will make you do crazy things, and that's what I did. And also this was the shortest wall height, so I could get away with stuff like that. Sometimes I use like a medium or a tall wall height, and of course none of the curtains from base game are gonna be able to sort you out there, but luckily I was using them on the shortest wall height because the downstairs is like a medium wall height, and then up here is a shorter one. And yeah, so everything is about making sure they got that good view, so from those chairs they can look out over out to the countryside and have these amazing views. If you have like eco lifestyle, I imagine this being a very eco-efficient house, so I would put on those solar panels. I did have some skylights, like a glass roof for a little bit, and it was a little bit too much. If I'd remembered how to do that whole skylight trick and having it like a skylight coming out, I probably would have done that, but I didn't feel like looking it up, and I decided that the roof was better just being simple rather than having glass in it. And also, You'll notice that the outside did change. In between finishing the outside and doing the internals, I've changed the outside from like a creamy coloured stone to this grey stone, and it just made to me, like, I stopped recording, I always look and reevaluate. It made more sense for it to be grey because the roof is grey and it blends in better. I wanted it to be like one giant block. Jesus, birds, shush. I wanted it to be like one giant block before it kind of looked very separate. It was like main part of building plus roof. Ideally, you'd have like the same material that makes up the roof would be on the walls and vice versa. That would be great if you had eco lifestyle with the metal wall that also has a roof to match it. That would be perfect, the two of them together. Boom, 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 bash. Perfect. Of course, then you've got rid of the stone, but yeah, I think this in a wood as well would be really cool. So yeah, it was just about making it kind of all blend together and not look so out of place. Mind you, it's like a modern build. It's not really meant to meld into the place, but it's still meant to be sympathetic to the local area. That was the plan. That's what I went with. And now we have the kids' bedroom. And this kids' bedroom, I decided I'm going to use the colour pink. And I'm not going to be afraid to use the colour pink, purple and blue and yellow and green. I'm not going to be afraid. And I'm going to do, this is a rainbow coloured room. And we're just going to go for it. That's what I did. But I knew that I wanted the walls to be like as neutral as possible, and I wanted all the colour to be on the furniture and the decor pieces. So that's what I did. And also we got to use the bunk beds, which I don't think I've used them in a build so far, have I? No, I don't think I have. So yeah, we did the bunk beds. So you can have a child in here and also a toddler. So I've set it up. I definitely knew I was going to do a toddler because I put a what's it called? A high chair, that's the word. High chair around the table, so I knew there's going to be a toddler. So we got all the toddler bits, but also you got your kid bits because you've got the doll's house as well that you could use, and they've got the monkey bars on the outside, which only kids can use. And then they have the kids here have their own little bathroom. They've got little pink bath mats, and yeah, so this is the main bedroom, but you know it's only the kids use it. So there is of course another separate toilet and bathroom downstairs, so that's probably what, if your guests come around, they're probably using that one down there anyway, so they don't have to come upstairs. So the kids, it's the main bedroom, but it's really their own bathroom. And then this is the last little room, which is the ensuite to the master bedroom. We're just putting all these in. And I must say, like, sometimes when you're limited, you get a better appreciation for some of the items. So there are quite a few base game items that I really liked. Yeah, I completely forgot that this painting was a thing. So I used all three of those paintings, and I'm just going around and doing like final little tweaks and doing this hallway. And I enjoyed using all of the base game things, all of them, but I will not be doing it anytime soon again. Okay, don't make me do it. As I said, I have got 7 builds now in this new world, so I have sorted you out, you non-CC players and you console guys. But anyway, screenshots. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm going to be back next week with another 2 builds. They'll probably be out on Friday and Sunday. Until then, see you all soon. Thank you.